Welcome to Live Interactive English. Hello everyone, I'm Karen.
And I'm Matt. And today we are looking at part 2 of an article called Mastering Microwave Cooking Tips for Success.
You know, Matt, I've been, Googling how to use the microwave and what kind of dishes you can make in a microwave because we're learning about this. And I'm actually really surprised to find that you can cook so many different types of dishes in the microwave.
Okay, well, what kind of things do you think you'll be able to cook in the microwave?
Okay, let me just, give you like a few ideas. Did you know that you can make cheesecake in the microwave?
Cheesecake?
Yes, and also cookies. And you can also cook instant noodle in the microwave and it tastes extra good.
But instant noodles are very quick and easy to make anyway, even without a microwave.
No, but somebody wrote it online that it tastes better.
Okay, well, but there's a lot of things that you can't really cook in the microwave well. You can't make them good. You can't make them good in the microwave. They won't be good enough.
Really? What do you mean, such as?
Well, have you ever tried to cook meat in the microwave?
Oh, you mean like having steak or something like that, right?
Yeah, well, firstly, the steak doesn't look very nice. You don't get those nice grill marks. You don't get any brown color on the meat because, the air around the meat doesn't get hot enough to make that brown color. But also, when you eat steak, you want different heat. You want different heat on the outside than in the middle. So if you cook it in the microwave, you're going to have it all cooked very well done. So cooked all the way through, and I don't think it's very delicious.
Okay, I don't like my steak well done. I like my steak, like medium well or something like that, or medium rare. Well, I guess you're right. But I would still like to buy one. There's still a lot of things that you can make in the microwave.
Okay, well, maybe you can, use some of these tips from our article when we get into it today and, use your microwave to your best ability to make some delicious food because of the tips that we're going to learn.
All right, let's get into it.
Remember that some foods have to be prepared before you put them in the microwave. For example, sausages and potatoes have skins. These can burst when heated up, which affects the quality of the food and makes your microwave dirty. It is advised that you pierce these skins before cooking. Moreover, foods that don't have skins can also cause a mess if the right precautions aren't taken. For instance, sauce can start to spit as it heats up. To avoid this, place a plate over your dish to prevent the sauce inside from splattering all over your microwave.
Hello everyone, we are looking at part 2 of our article, Mastering Microwave Cooking Tips for Success.
Yay! So we'll be learning more tips about how to use the microwave to make some yummy, delicious food.
That's right.
Okay, let's dive into today's article. Remember that some foods have to be prepared before you put them in the microwave. For example, sausages and potatoes have skins. That's true.
Okay.
We know that sausages and potatoes have skins. So what's a sausage?
So a sausage is a finely ground or chopped meat that is usually spiced and is most often inside what's called a sausage casing. So it's inside some sort of tube. It can be made from the animal itself, intestines, a natural sausage casing, or we also have some that are not made from animal products, but it keeps the meat in a tube form. And there are many kinds of sausages from different countries around the world.
It kind of looks like a hot dog, right?
A hot dog is one kind of sausage. So for example, Germany is famous for its delicious sausages.
That's right.
So continuing with our article, these, meaning the skins of potatoes or sausages, can burst when heated up, which affects the quality of the food and makes your microwave dirty.
They would burst. That would mean they would like explode.
Right, so you're gonna have meat flying out of your sausage, potato flying everywhere. your microwave will be very dirty.
Okay, so you can't do that. Okay.
It is advised that you pierce the skins before cooking. Okay, so to pierce something means to stick something pointy or sharp into something else, making usually small holes in something. So if you're piercing the skins of your potatoes or sausages, you can maybe take something pointy and just put some holes in it to let the air or the steam out as they cook.
Oh, okay. Just like some people get their ears pierced too, so they can put earrings inside. Okay, let's continue. Moreover, foods that don't have skins can also cause a mess if the right precautions aren't taken. Okay, so we're talking about precautions. These are the safety steps that we need to take in order to do something, right? Okay, and we're also talking about the word mess, and that is a noun. We're saying that you will make a mess. Basically, that is a dirty state. So your hair could be a mess, your room can be a mess, something that is dirty or messy or untidy, you can call it a mess. So for example, the cats made a mess in the living room. Maybe they have a ball of yarn and tossed everywhere, or they have some food scattered everywhere in the living room. They made a mess.
And as we're going to learn, some other foods can make a mess in your microwave. For instance, sauce can start to spit as it heats up.
Can start to spit? What does it mean?
So to spit means to project a liquid, usually, out of something else. So we can think of someone can spit out of their mouth. They go, you spit. But when a sauce or some kind of food is spitting, it's usually when it heats up and pieces of, well, droplets of water or fat or other liquids start to fly out. You might think of it as when you're frying something in oil and you put something cold into the hot oil. It might hurt you a little bit because the hot oil spits at you as you put the food in there. So for example, the meat began to spit as it was fried in the hot pan.
Okay, we've got to really be careful of that. So to avoid this, place a plate over your dish to prevent the sauce inside from splattering all over your microwave. And we're looking at this word here, splattering. So basically, it's kind of like spitting, right? So it's like splashing liquid everywhere and let the sauce fly everywhere in your microwave. So you have to put like a lid on top of it, right?
I think splattering comes from the word splat. I think splat is one of those sound words because we think when you drop something into a pile of mud or something, you would hear a splat. It's the sound we think we hear that causes liquid and things to spray in all directions.
That is right.
Splatter.
Okay, so we learned some tips right now, right? Okay, that's pretty helpful. I gotta remember that. So next time when I buy a microwave, I would know how to use it in a safe way.
But still more tips to come when we come back after the break.
All right.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们今天要继续来看微波炉的使用准则。课文提到说，有些食物放入微波炉之前得先调制准备，像香肠和马铃薯都有皮，那这些皮在加热的时候可能会爆裂，除了会影响到食物的品质，也会弄脏你的微波炉，所以就建议要在烹饪之前先刺穿这些皮。另外，酱汁在加热的时候可能会往外喷，那为了避免这种情况，我们可以在菜肴上面放一个盘子，防止里面的酱汁把微波炉喷得到处都是。好，单字 sausage 就是香肠或是腊肠。那么 Matt 老师他这时候有用到 casing 这个字 casing casing 可以指肠衣。那我们顺便补充一下，肠、大肠、小肠这个肠的英文是 intestine，intestine。好，下一个单字 mess， 它表示脏乱、凌乱或是混乱，是个名词。在后面加个 y 就变成形容词 messy， 那可以形容是杂乱的、凌乱的或是弄脏的。再看到 spit 这个动词可以表达吐口水，那它也可以指说像炉火等等，它发出噼里啪啦那种飘飘飘的声音，爆出火花，也可以描述说食物在烹煮的时候喷出油脂汁液。那在讲到喷出油脂汁液的时候 ，Matt 老师用到 project 这个动词，也就是 project， 把它当作动词念作 project， 它表示投掷或是发射的意思。再看到补充单字 splatter 它可以表达喷溅，是什么喷溅、泼溅。那老师这时候有提到 splat 这个字 S-P-L-A-T， 它其实像是这个状声词，可以描述说湿哒哒的东西落下来那种啪嗒的声音，或者是你想象一个东西掉到泥泞里面啪，然后或者是指那种泼溅的声音。好，这边2个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是 heat up 的用法。那首先第一个是把它当作及物用来表达使加热、使变暖、使温度升高，可以写作 heat something up 或者是 heat up something。举例来说 Don't forget to heat up the oven first， 别忘了先预热烤箱哦。那第二个是把它当不及物用来表达升温、变暖或是变热，像是 The room began to heat up gradually， 房间逐渐开始暖和起来了。第二重点是 It is advised that 主词加上 should 再加原形动词，或者是 It is advised that 主词加上原形动词。那这表示说建议什么什么做某事。句型当中的动词 advise 它表示建议或是劝告。举例来说It is advised that adults should get at least 7 hours of sleep per night。 建议成人每晚应该睡至少7个小时。那句型里面这个 should 不用也可以。接华课文中。
Making sure your food cooks evenly is essential. Position thicker parts toward the edges of the plate, where they will be more exposed to the microwaves. If you're cooking things that are similar in size, arrange them in a circle or square shape. If you don't do this, some parts of the food will be hot, while other parts will remain cold. By following these simple guidelines, you can cook delicious meals easily and safely. With a little know-how, your microwave can become a powerful kitchen tool. Happy cooking!
Welcome back. So before the break, we were learning some more tips on how to use your microwave in a way to make food delicious and safely. So one of the tips we learned was that for foods with skins, such as sausages and potatoes, you may need to pierce the skin of those foods so that they don't burst when you put them in the microwave. Another tip is that some foods without skins can also cause you some trouble and make a mess, and that's foods like sauces. When you reheat a sauce or heat up a sauce, it might spit or may cause liquid to splatter all over your microwave. So you should use a lid or something over top of that sauce or food to stop it from making a big mess in your microwave.
That's right. And so right now we're going to be learning more tips, right? Okay, let's get into it. Making sure your food cooks evenly is essential. And that is true. We want to make sure that our food is cooked evenly, not only cooked on the outside, but not the inside. So we're looking at this word essential, and that is an adjective. Essential just means something that is very, very important or absolutely necessary. So for example, you can say, it is essential that you remember to lock the front door. That means it's very, very important for you to do that because somebody can come inside your house if you don't lock it.
Okay, so this is probably going to be some useful tips because I know that sometimes when I used to use the microwave a lot, I would find that the outside of what I'm cooking would be very hot, but especially if I was cooking something that was frozen, it would still be very cold or maybe even still frozen in the middle. Okay, so here's some tips to help you with that.
Okay.
Position thicker parts towards the edges of the plate, where they will be more exposed to the microwaves.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you're going to move those thick ones out to the sides of your plate and maybe leave the middle for the thinner parts so that they're more exposed to the microwaves. So to expose something to something else is to allow something to be affected or influenced by another thing, by an external force. So for example, these microwaves can affect the food better that is more exposed to them.
That's right.
So for example, the painting is stored in a dark room so that it is not exposed to light. So it's not being affected or influenced by that light. It will allow the painting to stay bright and colorful for much longer.
That's right. Okay, so we have to remember that the food has to be cooked evenly, right? Because if, for example, the meat is not cooked evenly, you can't eat it. Okay, so let's continue. If you're cooking things that are similar in size, arrange them in a circle or square shape. If you don't do this, some parts of the food will be hot, while other parts will remain cold. Wow, I didn't know that either. So you have to arrange the food. Either put them in a circle or put the food in a square.
You can't just put it all into the middle in a pile because that will not work.
That's right. Scatter them everywhere, right?
By following these simple guidelines, you can cook delicious meals easily and safely. With a little know-how, your microwave can become a powerful kitchen tool. Happy cooking!
So I guess you're right. It can be very, very useful. Although it can be really dangerous, but if you're really careful and you take the precautions, I think you will be okay.
Yeah, I think that these tips can be really helpful to help you to get the most out of your microwave.
That's right.
Use it effectively.
And we do have a what do you think question. And let me ask you, Matt, can you tell if food has been cooked in the microwave?
Yes, I think you can. So I think it depends on the food. So some food from a microwave, it can taste different than other foods. So I remember when I was young, when I used to get home from school and get these frozen pizzas out of the freezer.
Yeah.
And because I wasn't allowed to use the oven, but I was allowed to use the microwave. So I would heat them up in the microwave and it was quick and easy, but the pizza would always be very sort of soggy, kind of wet. It didn't have that nice crispy crust or the browned cheese on top. So when you put those same frozen pizzas in the oven, when one of my parents was around to help me, it would taste much better.
Really? So I guess some dishes or some kind of food would be better to be cooked in an oven rather than the microwave. However, I think you can cook a lot of delicious meals in the microwave as well.
Yeah, I think it depends what you are cooking. So some things work well with the microwave, but many things do not.
That's true. Okay, well, just like the article said, happy cooking, everyone, and we'll see you guys next time.
课文接着提到说，确保食物均匀烹煮是绝对必要的。那可以把比较厚的部分放在盘子的边缘，因为可以接触到更多的微波。如果是在烹调大小相似的食物，我们可以把它排成环状或者是正方形，以免微波完才发现说食物某些部分很热，那某些部分还冷冷的。看到单字 essential。Essential 它是形容绝对必要的或是至关重要的不可或缺的。那么 expose 这个动词表示使接触到或者是暴露揭露的意思。它的被动用法 be exposed to 加上名词就可以表达接触到什么或者是暴露在什么什么当中。好，那么 Matt 老师在解释单字时，他用到 external 这个字。external external 可以形容外面的外部的。老师刚刚有分享他小时候放学回家时呢，会用微波炉来加热冷冻披萨。那么微波完那个口感其实没那么好，会湿湿软软的，这个皮不酥脆。我们补充一下，老师用到 soggy 这个形容词 ，soggy soggy 是形容湿湿软软的，还有用到 crispy 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 是形容酥脆的，还有呢 crust C-R-U-S-T crust 可以指面包皮、外皮或者是馅饼的那个酥皮。好，这边一个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，这边我们来学习 make sure 的不同意思跟用法。首先，第一种呢，可以表达确保什么什么会发生，务必怎么样怎么样。之后是接 that 子句，那这个 that 可以省略。例如 ，make sure you finish the report by Friday。务必在星期五前完成这份报告。那第二意思呢，可以表达确认、查明、弄清楚，后面可以接 that 子句，或者是接 of 加名词。那么加 that 子句的时候 ，that 也可以省略。好，例如 They ran the test several times to make sure of the results。他们做了好几次的测试来确认结果。好，那么以上这些讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Remember that some foods have to be prepared before you put them in the microwave. For example, sausages and potatoes have skins. These can burst when heated up, which affects the quality of the food and makes your microwave dirty. It is advised that you pierce these skins before cooking. Moreover, foods that don't have skins can also cause a mess if the right precautions aren't taken. For instance, sauce can start to spit as it heats up. To avoid this, place a plate over your dish to prevent the sauce inside from splattering all over your microwave. Making sure your food cooks evenly is essential. Position thicker parts toward the edges of the plate, where they will be more exposed to the microwaves. If you're cooking things that are similar in size, arrange them in a circle or square shape. If you don't do this, some parts of the food will be hot, while other parts will remain cold. By following these simple guidelines, you can cook delicious meals easily and safely. With a little know-how, your microwave can become a powerful kitchen tool. Happy cooking!
Hey, it's KiWi on the street. I'm Kiki.
And I'm Winnie.
In English, we have a lot of phrases that we use in our daily lives. So today we are going to learn some new phrases.
Like, let's get this show on the road. Okay, let's work on some phrases today, okay?
闲聊或者是闲谈。
First one.
First one, shoot the breeze.
Maybe shoot the breeze?
Really? You sure?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
Just take a guess.
Shoot the breeze.
Shoot the air.
The first one, shoot the breeze.
Shoot the breeze?
Shoot the breeze? Very good. Shoot the breeze, okay? 坐视不管。
I'll
袖
guess
手旁观。
stand back. Stand back.
Stand back.
Second one.
Second one, stand back, okay?
Sit back.
Sit back or stand back?
Sit back. Stand back.
Stand back.
坐视不管。Oops.
I didn't see.
It's okay.
Maybe sit back.
Sit back. Ding, ding, ding. Very good. Sit back is correct. Good job. So, what have we learned today?
Let's take a look at the phrases we learned today. The first one is shoot the breeze. So it's to talk about random things or unimportant things. In this case, shoot means fast movement. You're doing something really fast. And of course, breeze means to have a light wind. So when the phrase shoot the breeze is used, it means that this conversation is very light and informal. And sometimes it might even mean that this chatter is just to pass time. So for example, the bosses always expect me to shoot the breeze with them, so I end up having to stay late at work. Our next phrase is sit back. When we sit back, it means to sit comfortably on a chair, very relaxed. You're not getting involved with the things that are happening around you, and sometimes you're even just watching. So usually when somebody is sitting back, relaxed in a chair, it's very likely that if they see something happening, they wouldn't really get involved. And it could mean that they're just observing things to let it happen. So the phrase sit back could be used in a lot of situations, both good and bad. And these are the phrases that we learned today. We'll see you next time. KiWi later.